we learn that the city of Shravasti was created by Lord Rama for his sons Lava and Kusha. The Shravasti monastery was large and held a special place in the life of the Buddha.
The garden for the monastery was acquired for the Buddha by a merchant who paid for it by paving it with golden coins. This monastery must have been special for the Buddha. He spent 25 rainy seasons here. The rooms used by him have been identified and preserved. The Buddha composed and preached 871 suttas while he lived here. At the entrance to the garden is the Ananda Bodhi tree. Ananda, one of the closest disciples of the Buddha, is said to have planted the tree from a sapling taken from the Bodhi tree at Bodh Gaya. Ananda is said to have told the Buddha that the disciples could worship and give offerings to the tree when Buddha was away from the monastery. Buddha blessed the tree by sitting under it and meditating a full night. Today, many pilgrims continue to sit under the shade of the tree and meditate to feel the presence of the Master. Further inside the garden, we come across several ancient monasteries, temples and stupas. The most famous of them is the Jetavan monastery. The Buddha spent years in this monastery. From the writing of the Chinese traveler, we learn that the Jetavana during its heyday housed temples, meditation halls, monks' chambers, bathing places, a hospital, pleasantly shaded tanks, and a well-stocked library with reading rooms. Excavated in 1863 by General Cunningham, the ASI has created a garden that transforms the site to the peace and tranquility that must have characterized the monastery at the time of the Buddha. Gandhakuti, or the perfumed chamber, and Kaushambikuti, the meditation chamber used by the master, are the most important structures unearthed. At many Buddhist sites, you will see this sculpture. It represents the great miracle known as Mahapratihariya, or the Great Illusion. In this miracle, the Buddha divided himself into multiple bodies, thereby creating an illusion in which every person present had his or her own Buddha to converse with. Shravasti is the only site at which the Buddha performed several miracles. He always told his disciples never to indulge in miracles but focus on their search for the truth. At Shravasti, the Buddha tamed the famous killer Angulimala, brought sight to the blind, taught the true concept of the Sangha, where compassion and care for each other is paramount, converted his foster mother Gautami as the first nun of the order, and many more important events of his life.